I did it. Click green. I didn't. Click red. Okay, red, no good. Red, delusion. Hi, I'm Jason Caras, a business and life coach, a speaker and podcaster, an entrepreneur and investor, and a loving husband and father, and this is Fundamentally Unstoppable. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been going through each pillar, if you will. I like to call them cylinders, like in an engine. But there are 10 fundamentals in Fundamentally Unstoppable. And I've been going through them one by one. We started with attitude, then effort, then personal and professional development, and then becoming a disciplined person or being goal-oriented, living with integrity and investing in philosophies and people with relationships with those people. And today we're talking about accountability. And accountability is probably one of my favorite because I actually think it's a superpower. It's an unrealized superpower that you and I have, but it's usually untapped. What I mean by that is you are living in patterns. You are creating patterns every single day. And whether you're paying attention to them is the thing. You might say, I want to lose weight, but instead you keep eating ice cream at 9 o'clock at night. The place in between is called delusion. It's not going to happen. But the mind tricks us. The mind we will, as humans, do more to avoid pain than we will do to gain pleasure. We will literally go to the ends of the earth to avoid something we deem as painful or uncomfortable. Yet that is where the magic happens. That's where accomplishment lives, right? So accountability gives you a superpower because you're paying attention to your actual performance and you're witnessing your patterns. Now, the only way to do that is to track your patterns. I use a system called Strides. It's on the iPhone app. I believe it's also on Android. And it's a very simple system. Back in the day, Jim Rohn or Tony would have told you to, have a journal. I just found that to be laborious. I don't like writing in a journal every day. But what I really liked about this app was you can say you did it or you didn't. I did it. Click green. I didn't. Click red. Okay, red, no good. Red, delusion. Basically, whatever you want isn't happening. Whatever you said you were going to do, you're not doing. So guess what's going to be the result? You don't have to be a genius to figure that out. But if we just pay attention to these, and I'll give you a great example. This series is about talking about the science, the data that supports these concepts. But a great example was I used to work out using a Trio phone with an Excel software app on the phone, and I would literally put in my sets and pounds and so forth, and I'd come home and geek out and sync it to my computer. I had to sync it back then. And I would look at how I was getting gains in muscle or strength or whatever. And there was one area that was off, and it was legs. And I was like, well, because if you know me, you know that I have bad hips and knees just from being banged up in general, mainly in hockey. But so I had a good reason to avoid the pain. But it was really cool to have this illumination in my life because when I thought about it, I said, well, there must be wrong formula here. Let me look at the formula. And the formula was correct. It was leg day, and I was like, it's probably only been like 3.5 weeks since I've done legs. Well, I was working out with a trainer at the time, and he advised me it had been 2.5 months. 2.5 months. Talk about a mind. Okay, your brain will make you feel comfortable. Your brain will make you feel like it's all okay. It's okay because it will do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure or to gain anything. So that's when the light bulb went off for me. And ever since I've been a student of accountability. And if you were using like a system like I use, Strides, red, bad, green, good, you can just look at it and say, yeah, I'm on track. Or, hey, it's a kick in the butt to you. Like, all right, there's a lot of red this week. I really need to get back on track. And that's why I love this system. Back to the Fundamentally Unstoppable program where we're talking about accountability today, and we're talking about the science and the data behind it. And I'm excited to share these statistics with you. First, higher goal completion. Accountable individuals are far more likely to achieve their objectives. A 2022 study in the Journal of Behavioral Decision Making found that people who use accountability mechanisms like a strides, like check-ins or tracking systems like I use, complete 85% of their goals compared to 35% who don't. They get it done. Get her done. The next is improve consistency. Accountability fosters steady progress. A 2023 study from the University of Texas showed that individuals who share their goals with a mentor or peer group are 65% more likely to maintain consistent daily habits. Think about that. Just telling somebody else, because now someone else is holding you accountable. I used to do a call with my late best friend, Frank. We used to do a call once a week. It was $100 a minute if you were late. It was that important. And you would state what you're going to do for the week ahead. And then the following week, we would meet and be like, did you do it? And if you showed up 1 week, no, I didn't. 2 weeks, no, I didn't. 3 weeks, no, I didn't. Like, what are we doing here, right? That's the kind of, you would avoid that conversation by just getting her done. So that's the reason why telling somebody else is a powerful mechanism. Enhanced self-awareness. Those who embrace accountability develop better self-insight. Obviously, you're keeping track, right? A 2021 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who regularly reflect on their progress through accountability tools like a tracking system score 30% higher on self-awareness metrics, aiding their personal growth. Incredible. Next is stronger workplace performance. Accountable professionals stand out. A 2024 study in LinkedIn survey revealed that employees who set clear deliverables and report progress to supervisors are rated 40% higher in performance reviews and 1.5 times more likely to be promoted. If that's a work hack I've ever heard, it is one. Reduce procrastination. This is by paying attention, you're reducing your procrastination. Accountability curbs the delays. A 2022 study in the organizational behavior and human decision processes showed that individuals who commit to regularly scheduled check-ins reduce procrastination by 50%. Think about that. It's a 50% hack. Increased trust in relationships. Accountable individuals build stronger connections. A 2021 study from the Journal of Social Psychology indicated that those who follow through on commitments in group settings are 45% more likely to be trusted by their peers. Think that's important? If you're climbing the ladder, so to speak. Last one is long-term motivation. Accountability sustains drive. So a 2024 study in motivation science found that individuals who use systems like progress reviews or public commitments, right, putting it out there, putting your name on it, report 35% higher motivation levels over extended periods of time, preventing burnout. These facts illustrate how accountability acts as a catalyst for discipline, trust, eventually achievement, and helping you achieve your goals and stay on track. Accountability is a superpower. So first, figure out a mechanism to be accountable to yourself. Some sort of tracking. If it's important, in fact, let me show you how important this is for me. This is my Strides app, and here's my Grateful. This is my Grateful tracker. This is just one tracker of many. Was I grateful for this day? Green's good, red's bad, right? Look at this. I don't miss a day of being grateful. Now let's go to stretching and physical therapy. I got lazy. I stopped doing some stretching. And you know what this app won't do, which I want to eventually invent, is correlate that data to actually how I feel. Because when I don't stretch for 5 days straight, I feel back pain. I have less sleep. These are the realities. These are the consequences. So if it's important, you track it. Closing out, I want to thank you for your time. If you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, and DM me for coaching and speaking engagements. I wish you well, and thank you for your time.